all. So nothing quite says I'm starting a YouTube channel and I don't know what I'm doing, like doing a video at, 8 something at night on a Friday night. This is not my normal look. Well, okay, it is during the day. Greasy hair pulled back, barely any makeup on, exhausted as hell. That sound is actually geese. I'm sitting in front of a pond. I'm assuming it's an actual pond because there's a sign here, not one of the ones that the snow makes up as it melts. It's been a hell of a day being a mom. Kids were assholes today and in public, which is always great, and at night. And I know with a 2-year-old, that's just him figuring out where he sits in the world and his dominance and what he can get away with. But oh boy, I do not know how to deal with that. There's a somewhat busy road behind me, but the 5 minutes it took me to walk down it, not a single car went by, and now there's like endless stream, which is a pretty big deal in this small town. There's not a lot of traffic unless there's like a football game or something. I'll let you, I nope, I can't turn it around, but there's a pond right in front of me. The sun is still setting on it. It's quite beautiful. There's ducks, and my dog is here. She's freaking out because there's ducks and there's cars, and she doesn't know what to do. But I decided to do a little self-care walk tonight because I just needed to get out of the house before I said something I would regret or, I don't know, cry. I might still cry. There's that possibility. I could, drink. I have wine. I have alcohol at home. I could, but I felt like a walk was good. Minnesota, there's not a lot of sunshine during the winter. And this town, as soon as it got above 32 degrees and the sun came out, people were everywhere, like non-stop. It's been a long, cold, lonely winter to blatantly steal the lyrics from a Beatles song. So it's been a hard day. I struggled a lot today. I get that way near the end of the week because, 5 days home alone is a lot. I don't know how single moms do it. I honestly do not know how they do it all by themselves, especially if they don't have any family around to help them. Normally on Friday nights we have dinner with my parents who live, again, like 15 minutes north of us. But they are in Juneau right now waiting for my sister to have her baby. So we didn't have that. We had frozen pizza. That's how good I am. I actually made dinner a few nights this week, which a lot of times I'm like, oh crap, it's 5 o'clock. I did not defrost any meat. How am I going to do dinner tonight? I usually come up with something. We don't eat a lot of fast food because it gets expensive, especially when there's 2 adults and now a kid. I can't imagine buying fast food for a whole family. That's as expensive as going to a sit-down restaurant. Oh, yeah. It smells like spring. I'm getting a little stuffy from walking in the cold. I'm sure you can tell. Not that you probably know what I sound like. Again, I'm a real professional when it comes to this YouTube stuff. Thanks, Nadia, for watching my last video. I have no idea how to do any of this, so it's a good way for me to just talk sometimes, and I don't actually care if people listen. And I just realized that this bush in front of me is actually budding. There's like buds on it. It's going to start blooming soon. That's great. And like grass is turning green, and very soon you're not going to be able to see me because the sun is setting and there's a light back there. Right there, but that's behind me. Bye, geese. Yeah, so if you ever want to just see pictures, you don't want to listen to me, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Kristi, Kristi.t.k, period. I think that's my handle. You can always see pictures and a little bit more explanations on the shit going on in my life, but this is a little bit more face to face, although I wasn't looking at the camera like half the time. You're welcome. Eye contact. So yeah, happy Friday night. I hope your day went better than mine. I mean, it wasn't awful. It was not an awful day. My kids are good kids. But whew. Yeah, the struggle to keep them good and not let them get away with everything all the time is starting out rocky. I was ready, we were at Target. I was ready to set my toddler on a shelf with a clearance sticker on him because someone was bound to take him home. He was cute and screaming, and he would have been cheap, so I'm sure someone would have taken him. But I would have missed him tomorrow because he got to go to bed without books. We always read him stories. We promote literacy in our family, and it's a big thing because Chris's family isn't the best at reading. They're better at watching, not reading. And I've slowly turned into that, and I hate it. I hate it. I love to read. So I really want to get him into reading, and I want to get Aubrey into reading. And that's how you learn about things, I feel like, and that's shaped who I am as a learner. Like, I have to learn by reading something and then doing it. Like, usually reading, writing it, and then doing it. So just sitting and listening, it falls right out of my head. Like, I can tell you all these crazy things that I learned, especially from trivia games, but I couldn't tell you exactly what that line was from that movie. No idea. I remember the gist of it sometimes, but if I really want to remember it, I'll read it and write it. Yeah. Well, I guess good night. I rambled on a little farther than I expected to, but good night.